Now, I love improv. I love improv comedy. I love improvisational acting. I love the act of just coming up with something in the moment after being given a set of ground rules. And actually, that brings me to one person in the ensemble or in the cast that we don't always think about. Now, the person I want to think about is actually the improv referee. It's not someone that is a part of the cast that goes up on stage and that is a part of the acting and comes up with the different stories that are there. It's the person that sets the stage. And I've often seen this person as a really good metaphor or an example of how a good manager or even a good parent or a good leader in any organization or even someone that runs a committee meeting or chairs a different kind of a discussion, or however you want to think about it. Because an improv referee doesn't really get engaged in the work so much as ensure that the ensemble stays on task. They kind of set the ground rules for whatever game or scene is going to be played out. They kind of follow things through, and they might interject certain things at different times. They close down a scene when it seems to have wrapped itself up, and then they move on to the next one. They keep the audience engaged with what's going on, and they might ask for input from the audience and then direct the ensemble. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that we can think about how that kind of an individual, one that sets the stage, that puts the things that are necessary in place for the cast to succeed, is a great example of how we are called to live in our world. Now, it's not always easy for us to live that way. Many of us, myself included, want to be up on stage, or we want to be engaged in actually doing the work. But sometimes we're called to step back and to allow others to do it, and to encourage them and to help set them up for success. So this week, as you think about the work that you've got to do, I also want you to think about the ways that you influence or set the stage for others within whatever place that you have influence. How are you ensuring that they have what they need to be successful and that they are able to continue on the work that they are called to do? After all, we are all called to help and grow and shape and encourage one another. As always, if this has been useful for you, I'd encourage you to like, subscribe, and maybe comment on ways in which someone has set the stage for you in the past that has helped you succeed.